Here's one thing I will say, and I think this is something that either LS or Max taught me. It's that up until a certain rank, you're never actually playing against the champion. You're playing against the player.
Dude, I want to say thank you because I know you got a lot going on and you're doing great in the league community. And by the way, I read all your bios and I did research on you over this week. And the fact that you reached out and agreed to coach me is very, very kind. Thank you.
Of course. No, I was actually watching like I was just looking through my recommended, and I'd seen your stuff on TikTok before, and I would send it around to my friends.
Oh,
And
that's
then when I
nice.
saw you on my recommended, I was like, I would love to help if I can, and if you would accept it, like they would be my pleasure. So.
So full disclosure, because that was a crazy thing. Remember, you were in chat and I didn't see it because I was hyper focused trying to kill
That's
people, whatever. Right.
No worries.
But
Yeah.
then what I did is I went back and watched your VOD and watched what you and your chat were saying about what I was doing. And then the last week or so, I've been actually using that stuff. And I watched your face, how slow I was when I was back and buying my items. It was great.
Yes. Because it's a big deal. It's kind of min-maxy, but the when you think about it, it can make a difference because
Well, it could be 3 seconds, right? Or 5 seconds.
exactly, and that 3 seconds is you running back to lane, being able to catch a cannon, and that cannon is 90 gold that you might not be able to afford an item in the later stages. So just like all those aspects of the game that you can minimize and get better at that don't require effort, I think you should prioritize them. And then the things that do take time, mechanics, macro, all that stuff can come later. But where you can like make cuts and improve instantly, I think it's like stuff like that. Like just basing quicker, buying items faster, having the shop open while you're casting your recall, stuff like that.
I'm guessing, though, like once you get to a certain level, like I noticed the stuff that I used to struggle with now is reflex, right? So I guess that's the objective, is it to make more and more of those little things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and that's something that will just improve with playing time.
And sorry, I'm vaping. I've become horribly addicted to vaping again. It's on
It's
the
all good.
list. So yeah. So
I have a lot of vapor friends, so you're good.
well, I had quit. And then I started up again because of family reasons and stuff. So now I
Yeah.
got to quit all over again. But I'm gonna wait for a minute. So quitting's easy. I've done it thousands of times.
Yeah, baby steps.
So what do you want to do today? Like, what's your plan? Because I know, like
So I was thinking we could go over some fundamental stuff about the game before we go in.
I like fundamentals.
Okay, so I can teach you because I know you've done coaching with the Max Waldo before.
Yeah, I've done it with two people, and I learned different things. Like it was helpful. One of the things that you mentioned today, when I was watching your VOD, was me wasting my mana using my spells to CS and stuff, and that instantly, because if I don't have the mana or the whatever to engage, then I'm useless, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and the fundamentals. Can you put the back of your head, because sometimes I'm not sure near the end of the game. Sometimes the right decision is to split push, and sometimes the decision is to join. And Waldo had talked about not joining fights unless I had like my full gear and all my everything to help.
Yeah.
And I find that sometimes difficult to make that decision.
I think the easiest way to approach coaching, in my opinion, is to start with early game wave management and then talk about macro stuff later. Because even for me, I didn't learn about macro until I was like high diamond master, because it's very hard to understand, like
Big game decision.
your game decisions that revolve around your team's weakness and strengths, and your composition's weakness and strength, without being able to understand even how to play your champ properly and how to get out of laning phase with the lead. So I think we shouldn't really focus on macro too much, because if you are able to stomp people so hard that you don't actually need macro, I think you can get to a way better rank without it, and it's kind of a headache.
Okay, no, I get it.
So I also wanted to ask what Max had showed you, just so I don't really like repeat myself and
Okay, well, Max, Max. The big things he was talking about waving. He was talking about placing the ward. Now I do by reflex around 2 minutes and 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Saving the CS for my abilities. He also was saying, like, as soon as you go back, and now sometimes I remember to do it, sometimes I don't. And Oh, sorry. They're just telling me. Okay, well, you guys will just. Sorry, I'm talking to my chat now. You will just have to
okay.
listen to his audio double. So, and then, stepping off and doing that, and I guess the big thing was being purposeful, because I remember when I first started streaming, just kind of smashing keybinds and stuff like that. So I think it was really just good, solid 101. And when to pick a fight. He did say, like, don't go rotating unless your R is up and all that stuff because you're useless, right?
Yeah.
Those kind of things like that. And I guess it was just an effort to make me more purposeful.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. Can I ask you what you know and understand about waves?
So I know the basics about wave. Like, so I can so there's, and we did talk about that actually, about the bounce back and the timing on that.
Yeah.
Like the other day I had an epiphany. I was like, wait a minute, I just killed this guy in the middle of top lane, which means I have 30 seconds to walk to his bot, right? That's about right.
Yeah.
If I'm right. So, but like that, for me, that was huge, right? Like, I'm actually starting to look at timers and stuff, which I haven't. So,
but walking all the way bot as top is usually not worth it.
But you know what I mean? Like I know that I can push with the wave for
You're just seeing the game as timers.
I'm starting to, yeah, a little bit.
That's really important, yeah.
That's just starting to happen. By the way, I'm just going to tell you, I haven't really slept well for the last couple of days, so I'm a little So
no worries.
But yeah, so generally, if I got a really aggressive peeps, I will try and freeze the lane in front of mine and hope my jungler shows up.
Yeah.
And then I can. The other thing is to build the wave up before I push him at it, which the mistake I was making was firing off my W and just clearing the wave, because you want to have a reason for the wave to crash, right?
Yeah. And then and that's called a slow push.
That's a slow push, right?
Yeah.
And then we talked about bounce back, was sometimes I get that idea.
So what are you confused about with it?
I guess it's just the timer. Like, if I crash the wave should crash, and by the time I walk back, they should sort of meet in the middle or at my tower.
So anytime you crash a wave, it will come back into you and eventually crash back into your tower.
Okay.
It just kind of depends how long it'll take, and what that depends on is whether there's an enemy champ there trying to accelerate the process so that they can get a crash.
Right.
Otherwise, it will take one extra wave to come on top. And it also kind of depends how deep the wave is and if it's still getting hit by the turret after the crash.
Okay.
Because some wave stacks are so big that even 2 waves later, the turret will still be hitting the wave, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's all kind of relative, but what I like to do with the people that I coach is ask them while they're playing what they think is happening with the wave, tell them whether they're right or wrong, and then what they should do with the wave at the time.
Don't vape.
Also, another huge thing that I see people not do in lower ranks is take advantage of waves in the early game when it comes to trading.
Oh, okay.
A minion in the early game does about like 8 damage, and if there's a stack of them, so let's say there's 3 ranged caster minions that are hitting you, doing 24 damage every second, that really adds up in trades.
You see, the fact that you know
so
that,
anytime you have
that.
a wave stack and the
Echo
enemy's coming
Zodiac
into
has
you,
gifted a
you
sub
should
to
welcome
the
the
Cooper
trade and
Co-op.
take it, even if you might think that they're stronger than you.
Sorry, can you say that one? So if I've got the waves,
Also,
if I have the
there's
minions on my
one
side,
really, really important
can you hear me,
thing
buddy?
that I can now.
Okay, sorry, I muted myself, I think.
All good. One really, really important thing that I want to highlight is farming and why it's so important to be good at farming.
So
I'm
a
just gonna...
big thing is okay, hear me out. I think I'm starting to become a better League player because I'm starting to get upset if I miss the cannon.
Yeah, and you should be.
Right?
Because
like,
if a kill's worth 300 gold, and
What's
a cannon's worth like 90, if a kill's worth 300 gold, and a cannon's worth 90, then every cannon's a third of a kill.
That's a good way to look at that.
Yeah, you should look at it as like missing a third of a kill every single time you miss the cannon, like, mid-game.
Right.
Also, so you said your OPGG was Nexus 6?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag your stream over to my stream so my stream can see what you're doing.
Sure. So, let me know when I'm good to go.
No, I can see you. Yeah, this is good.
Okay. So looking at your CS numbers, you have 6 CS, 3, 6.8, 5.9, 4.9, 5.6, 7.6.
Okay, those are drafts.
Let's say you average about 6 CS per minute from what I'm seeing. Would you say that's like fair?
6, 7 on a good day, yeah. So
Okay, 6, 7. So let me show you what the difference is between 6, 7 and like 8, 9.
okay.
So let's say you average 6 CS per minute.
Right.
One minion gives you on average 22 gold,
1 minute,
and a
like
game
little,
of League on average is like 25 minutes.
Okay.
So you would make you like from farming alone in a 25-minute game of League, you would generate what is this? 6 times 22, because 6 per minute, 22 gold times 25. So 3,300 gold
Just from farming.
just from farming. And let's say a kill is worth 300 gold, that's 11 kills.
Well, that's a black cleaver, right? Right there.
Yeah, exactly. But say you have 8 CS per minute
Oh, okay.
at 22 gold. Then it's 8 times 22 times 25, and that's 4,400. And that's not a huge increase. Like, or I mean, gold-wise, it's massive. 1,100 gold is huge. But going from 6 CS per minute to 8 CS per minute is very doable. It's super easy.
That's massive, actually.
It is massive. And this is the difference between being like, let's say someone that's 6 CS per minute is 200. But you with 8 CS per minute or 020, you actually have more gold than the person that's
Which is an item,
200.
right? That's the difference between right there. That's the difference between having the cleaver and the beginning of my Titanic.
Yeah, and not only that, they would probably have a shutdown
Right.
here. So with that extra gold that you have over them, you would be able. Well, obviously they'd have kill gold as well.
Right.
But the point still stands. Like you would still have more gold and be able to get even more gold, and that's why I think most importantly emphasize on like being good at CSing in my coaching.
Okay.
And that's why before I start any kind of CS or any kind of coaching work when it comes to mechanics, when it comes to macro, when it comes to anything game sense related, I make the people that I coach go into the practice tool, get 100 CS by 10 minutes without
What?
buying any items or using any abilities. And once they can do that, only then are they ready to play ranked, in my opinion. It's like a drill.
Hang on, I'm going to write notes. So 100 CS in 10 minutes?
100 CS in 10 minutes, no abilities and no items.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed that it depends on like if I'm playing Urgot or York, like making those last hits and getting like I've got better at last hitting probably this season than I have ever before, right?
Yeah.
110 minutes, and it seems to pay off. Like today,
Yeah.
And the other thing I've noticed is that like I was seeing CSing a little better than I was fighting a Yoni or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a kill, and then I'm going up against him, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, I'm 2 levels higher. I can kill this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's dead. I don't care.
It makes such a crazy difference, and people look over it because
Now-
it's not flashy. Everyone wants to be the 200 guy,
Oh yeah.
but no one wants to be the 8 CS per minute guy. But the 8 CS per minute guy gets more gold than the 200 guy if he's 6 CS per minute.
So listen, I'm just gonna put this in. Do you play poker?
No.
Okay, so poker is very similar to League in this respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about making big plays. It's about making less mistakes.
Yep.
Oh, and over time, we were just talking about that. I'm like I'm fighting LP. You see me? I don't know if you see my TikToks complaining about LP. Everybody gets to complain about LP.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, but I'm winning 2 games, losing 1, but I'm playing better. So over time, even fighting LP, that will work out.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
That's why I don't think people that want to like I think that climbing and improving are 2 very different things, and it's very hard to climb while improving.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. When I stopped worrying about climbing so much, I said, okay, I'm gonna worry about CS today. I'm gonna worry about rotating today. I'm gonna worry about this today. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh wow, I went up a rank. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yep. Exactly.
At what point
Also-
in CS do I get to look cool and flex and make a TikTok though?
At one point, like if you've got like 210 CS at 21 minutes, that's when it's like, okay, I'm a good player.
Then I can flex. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right, so.
then you can flex, and we'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there. Because one really cool thing about Urgot is that his wave clear. So Urgot's kind of crutched because he struggles freezing, because his auto attacks do AOE damage. Obviously, you know that.
And splash.
So it's kind of hard, but it can also be a good thing because you can crash in waves a lot faster and with a lot less resources than most champions, and then you can make use of timers to get more fed. And one thing that's important to note is that yes, on timers you can roam and risk getting something by like making a play mid or making a play at the enemy jungle and picking off either mid or jungle. Or there's always a guaranteed play that you can make, which is getting the crash in and then taking something from the jungle like
Right.
Krugs or Gromp.
Like rotating, grabbing, stealing something, right?
Yeah, and that's guaranteed. And that's one thing that TF Blade used to do really well. I don't know if you know him.
Who?
TF Blade. He's like
Oh,
one of the
okay.
best solo queue top laners
Okay.
on our server. He used to play Tryndamere, and he would just push in waves against you, go into your jungle, and take a camp. And
Right.
what that would do is he would get more fed, and your jungler would get less fed. So it's like a net. It's like a win-win.
It's like a double gain, right?
Yeah, because he gets 80 gold, and my jungler gets minus 80 gold, technically.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
So it was just there was no counterplay to it because he would play a champ that would just like one tap the wave, and then you were forced to sit under your turret and collect it, and he would just move into your jungle, and you couldn't do anything about it.
CS is tough though when you got bad matchups. Like I was watching a video on Urgot, and the guy was making a video about why people don't play Urgot.
Yeah.
And he says, well, the fact is, here are Urgot's bad matchups.
Here's one thing I will say, and I think this is something that either LS or Max taught me. It's that up until a certain rank, you're never actually playing against the champion. You're playing against the player.
Those are ego players, they're playing meta, they're very pushy, and they're angry, so you can kind of kill them that way. But my CS goes out the window, right?
Because if a player knew how to pilot a certain champion properly, they wouldn't be in the lower ranks.
Well, this is the classic comment in bronze chat. People like blah 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 blah, and everybody's like, "You're bronze too, dude."
Yeah, but it's kind of true.
Right.
Because you can get away with a lot that you wouldn't be able to get away with playing Urgot in a higher rank because Urgot has really glaring weaknesses.
Yeah.
But players in the lower ranks don't know how to abuse them. So let's say you have good fundamentals, like knowing when to trade, knowing when to reset, knowing when to come back to lane, knowing when to sort of invade, knowing how to farm properly. You don't ever actually have to worry about which champion you're up against.
So, can I tell you why I OTP Urgot?
Yeah, tell me.
So, I mean, I didn't have a lot of time to play, and I started playing because of school, and I did the esports business management stuff and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, I don't have time, and I don't want to run around and play 50 champs. I need to learn the game. Plus, Urgot has shotguns. So, so I got like 2 million points on Urgot, but during that process, I learned the game better. You know what I mean? Because if I'm wasting time trying to learn the moves, and I think it takes like 100 games to even remotely get reasonable, unless you're like Rockstar. And my game knowledge has increased because of doing that and less champs. And that's usually a classic coaching thing too, right? Like smaller pool, right?
Yep.
And then after a while, it doesn't matter who I'm fighting to unless it's Olaf or Alawi. That always sucks.
Those guys are tough.
No, yeah. I did it today. I said I'm going to ban Alawi. I'm going to ban Olaf. Watch, I get Alawi. Bam. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to ban Alawi. Oh, I got Olaf. Right. So
yeah.
Okay,
but you do play a bit of Yorick too, right?
Yeah, I like playing Yorick because it's objective based. It's not kill based, and then eventually I can just the whole timing the ghouls and killing and going to steal the Baron. I like it. It's more like it's more like playing chess. So especially in low elo because this is just everybody's really focused on kills, but I mean they're running chasing people through the jungle when there's clearly an objective over here we could take, right?
Yeah.
Which is a better who cares? And that's what I like about Yorick. Oh, I got 1 kill, but guess what? I took the Nexus. I'm good.
Yep.
And cool skins, 100% cool skins, right? So,
I think one thing that's also really important to highlight is that we calculated this gold differential based on the fact that the average league game is 25 minutes long. But I think in lower elo, the average league game is actually a lot longer because players don't know how to close out games.
They don't. Yeah, we don't know how to finish.
Yeah. So the longer a game goes on, the more the gap between 6 CS per minute and 8 CS per minute gets bigger.
Right.
So I think the first thing that we should focus on, based on your gameplay and what I've seen, is getting to that 8 CS per minute mark on a consistent basis. And the best way to do that is to know how to farm when you don't actually have any items or abilities. Just purely off of auto attacks, learning your champion's animation, and just being able to have it be muscle memory so that while you're farming, you're actually thinking about the game.
Okay, but I can do that in the practice tool, though, right?
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna do that?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
That's the first thing I do with every person I coach, and they're like, okay, what the hell am I doing? But then they realize, and it's like, wait, I don't even know how to play my champion properly.
All right, I'm down.
Okay, let's do it.
I gotta move in your stream over here. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I have to add you? How do we do this with the watching and all that stuff?
You can just stream your game on Discord.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do it once you're in the practice tool.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the practice tool. This is wax on, wax off, isn't it? Sorry, I'm making references. We have a slight age difference. You know, I'm at least 5. You ever watch? You know the Karate Kid?
The first one I did watch actually.
Okay,
yeah.
they wax on, wax off, man. So
Yeah.
wait a minute. Training, custom training, practice tool. Okay. Do I even add a bot? I don't. Do I add a bot? No bot.
No bots. No bots. Just you.
No bots.
No bots.
Don't I just share my screen in Discord?
So you can just click stream game, I think is what it's called. It's like in the bottom left, it'll be a computer.
Oh, on League? In League?
On Discord. No, on Discord.
Oh, on Discord.
It'll be in the bottom left.
Oh, wait a minute. Turn on camera, share your screen.
Share your screen, that's the one.
Okay. Sorry, I've only got 4 monitors going now. So.
Oh, all good. I have 2.
There's an interesting thing. At 2 monitors, your productivity goes up 30%. At 3 monitors, it goes down 20. I have 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, hang on.
Why do you have 4?
Yeah, I got 4 now. I think it's
But why?
application. Well, why not?
No, fair.
Tell me if that's working.
Uh,
Okay, so I have, for 4 monitors, I have the game going on here. I have my chat and stuff over on the second monitor. I can see OBS and Blitz on the third one. And I'll put something else, including Task Manager, up in the fourth one because I have an extra monitor. Don't forget, I teach computer systems. There's a lot of monitors and stuff hanging around.
fair.
Can you see the game?
I see it.
Oh, you can see the game. I can see you seeing
Yep.
my game. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Just walking the lane. No items and no abilities leveled.
No abilities.
Nothing. We're just straight up using auto attacks, and what this will make you do, go top. Top is better.
Oh, top? Oh, yeah,
This will make, you know how we were talking about you using mana, like you depending on mana to clear out minions too
right.
much? This will completely eliminate that because you're going to be comfortable with your champ's auto attack animation, and you'll be able to save mana for your actual trading instead of for last hitting, and that's really important.
Okay.
So our target here is going to be 80 by 10 minutes.
80 gold?
80 minions killed, CS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you can get to 100, that means you've really mastered your champ, and you should be able to like rocket through gold, no problem. For now, let's go for 80.
This is my favorite skin, by the way.
This is amazing. I like the crab one, to be honest.
I like crab too, but I was just telling my chat there's another reason. Okay, so usually you okay.
I'm just gonna let you focus. I won't talk.
The other reason I like this skin is in team fights I can find myself.
What's the difference? Why can't you in others?
I don't know. Sometimes I just can't. I'm like, what's going on? Who am I? You know, the colors are kind of weird.
Fair.
I'm older now.
Nice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, missed. I'm not self-conscious.
It's all good. We don't
Having
judge.
all your people watch my CS.
No.
That's okay.
They're even worse.
Ah, missed one. By the way, did I mention I play with a trackball?
With a?
Trackball.
Really?
Yep, really. So now I can't CS anything, right? I gotta wait.
You could
I can.
auto and set up.
Yeah, I could. Oh, I just. You know what I just did? I just tried to hit my E.
Yep. And that's what we're trying to do. We're just removing and the fact that you're not buying items too,
Right.
it makes it harder. So that once you have items, it's that much easier and
Because
like,
there's
you're
a
guaranteed
little,
to get all
there's
the
a
ones you
little
would've hit
spot
early.
with CSing where like I'll try and hit and be like early. I missed
Yep.
that one over there. You know what I mean?
That one
Like,
was yeah.
just a split second early makes a big pain in the patushka.
But that's just practice.
Right. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's a little hard to CS when, like, you know, Olaf's jumping on your head or whatever, right?
Yep. But if we can't even do it without Olaf,
No,
then how are we going to do it with Olaf?
That's true.
Like, that's why this is the very first thing I do with the people I coach. You got this.
Things are getting away.
You can get the casters while the cannon's taking
I'm really
damage.
focused on the cannon, though. I missed it. Okay, that's it. I quit. I resign.
Do you want to start over? We can do that.
No. I'll catch up.
Okay.
I don't even FF, buddy. Everybody's stuck in there with me.
Okay, love it.
While I'm CSing, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what is it?
What did you take at school?
Business and finance.
Nice.
Yep. I did 4 years at. Are you from Canada?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, nice. I went to Ryerson.
Oh, you went to Ryerson? Nice.
Yeah. And I got a job in Toronto, entry-level job, using my degree and everything, and I quit 3 days in.
Oh yeah, it went that well, eh?
Yeah, I was like, oh, hell, I think I'll play League.
Yeah, but at least you finished, buddy.
Yeah.
You know I teach college, right?
Yep. Is it robotics?
No, God, I wish I was that smart.
Because I saw you use like a robot emoji, so I was like kind of intrigued by that.
Oh.
On Twitter.
No, I teach computer systems and networking.
Oh, cool.
You know what I also suck at? Is this.
What?
Auto attacking.
Well, auto attacking is CSing.
Yeah, but so look, I'm using the trackball to point back and forth and use the trackball to do it, but you know how you use the A to, it's a big weakness in my game, I think, because I don't auto attack. Like the last week, I've been poking people again, which is better because I can wear them down. You know, instead of trying to get one dramatic kill and just like poke. Oh, now I can kill you whenever I want.
Why don't you use a mouse?
I've been using trackball since. Look, I used to play like CS:GO and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a hardcore, FPS player. I've just played with trackballs my whole life. And
so
actually,
it's just comfort.
Yeah. Well, you know what else works right now all the time?
What?
My wrist.
So, like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can play with a mouse. I mean, if I play tournaments and they won't let me play my trackball.
Yeah.
Because Logitech's supporting it. I'm coming around for the cannon. Oh yeah!
Nice.
There you go. That's TikTok right there, buddy.
We gotta get to 80 for the TikTok.
Oh, okay. All right.
So one tip that I would have
that's
on
what
these,
I should have auto attacked.
a really good tip for CSing is try to pay attention to the little spells that the caster minions use. Do you see how there's constantly like their attacks are in the air?
Yeah.
Once you get used to watching them, you can kind of map out in your mind how much one individual attack does, and then when you count how many casters there are, you have a better idea of how much damage a minion's going to take when their attacks land.
Sorry, you're smarter than I am, buddy.
Oh no, I've just been playing this for like 10 years.
Hey, where is my CS numbers? Where do I see them?
Top right. So you're at 46 by 7 minutes.
7 minutes. We're a little low.
Yep. And we are definitely low.
Now, you know what would be great right now?
What?
If I just hit W and just trash this whole wave. There you go. My CS,
that
my CS
would
problem
be
solved.
great, but it
Wouldn't that
would
be great?
be easy.
Yeah, exactly.
But the easy way isn't going to get us anywhere. I have a friend called Lakari, and he was a platinum Gwen main, and he was stuck for months and months and months and months.
Oh, got it. Oh, look at that. That was better. Yeah.
I put him through this drill, and we spent 3 hours together just trying to get to 100 by 10.
Are you serious?
Literally 3 hours just doing this in a row.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. After this is over, I will do this every day.
Will you? Because I promise you it'll make you so much better.
Dude, so I was a soccer coach for many years, right? But it's a house league with my daughter,
yep.
right? So I would win by math every year.
Yeah.
In this way, because house league, they try and even the teams up, right?
Yep.
So you get kids that are, hang on. You get 1s and 5s, right?
Yep.
Well, 2s and 5s. So what everybody else does is play their 5s and try and overrun the 1s, right? So what I did was take my 5s and put them on defense and put the other ones up front, and my objective was to... Oh, there we go. Hang on a sec. Whoop. Nice. So basically, I would do drills again and again and again and again with them. They would get bored of them. And don't forget, I was also in the military. That's how you learn, right? You do it like 50,000 times until it's reflex, right?
Yep.
And I teach my classes the same way. Anyways, my point being is...
Yep.
Ah, crap. I can't hit my double right now. I would have totally panicked W'd right there. That would have been my solution here. Hang on. Okay, we're good.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so I would basically do a lot of drills, and it would increase my overall score with my team. Let's say that when you first get them, if you add them all up, it adds up to 50, right?
Yep.
So by making my 2s 4s and my 4s 5s and my, like that, upping everybody by 2 points, by the end of the school year, or the end of the soccer season, my team point-wise is worth more than everybody else, and I win.
Yeah.
And the girls had a much better time. Hey. And it just works, right?
Just getting better on average, and that's what this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's a lot of variables in the Elite game, but one thing that never changes is how much income you can get from minions.
Oh crap! Sorry, I just messed that up. I was listening.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Time's almost up.
Good. I want to do my W so bad. There we go. What do we get?
We got 69 and 10 minutes.
And what did we want? 80?
We wanted 80 minimum.
So I missed that cannon. The cannon. What would the cannon have done there?
The cannon would have gotten you to 70. Cannon's only worth 1 in the creep score.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a number of minions?
Yeah, it's just number of minions, exactly. Okay. So what I would do here with my students normally is I would say,
do this, right?
We're going to go again. Well, this is good, but this is good in-game to do. For now, what I would do is I would say, we're going to go again. But if you don't want to go again and you want to practice this on your own time, that's completely fine, and we can just move on to a game.
I would rather practice this on my own time.
Sure.
Sure. Especially, that's cool and everything, but from a content view.
Yeah, of course.
But it's valid, though.
It's valid, and I promise you, if you want, and if you,
no,
keep me updated on your progress on this.
Yeah, no.
I
tell you what,
80, just message me.
I will. 100% I will.
Okay.
And actually, it's funny because in my chat, everybody's like the practice. I hear this stuff with the practice tool and stuff, right? But then I can only play a couple of games a day, so I just go YOLO it. And for a little while, I was just YOLOing ranked off the top. That did not go well. That did not go well.
Yeah. This is a great warm up before ranked, and it only takes 10 minutes. So you can do this once a day and then just get right into it.
But just doing that drill, I was hitting the minions later than I normally would. Which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because usually I'm trying to... Okay, that's cool. And that's not without any items or anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. Items make it easier, abilities make it easier, but we're really just trying to make sure that you know your champion's auto attack animation and that you don't need items or abilities to carry you.
Okay.
Through being able to farm.
Is it okay if I tweet or whatever my CS progress at you or something?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Just tweet at me, whatever.
I just want to do a quick test. If I'm gonna see if my mute button works again. Okay, just one sec. Yeah. Can you hear me right now? Check. Okay, my mute does work. Okay. It's just if somebody subs or something, I say thank you.
Yeah.
Then there's one right now. Salty, thank you. Okay, what do you want to do? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Let's get into a game.
By the way, thanks again, man. We're gonna go draft. It's okay if we go draft, so I'm not so stressed.
Yeah. We can do draft. It doesn't have to be right.
I'm still a little stressed though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
By what?
Salty1 just subscribed.
It's a little. It's definitely hectic to play the game when someone's telling you how to play it, especially when what you were gonna do isn't what the person is telling you to do. So I completely understand. If I'm ever overwhelming you,
no,
please tell me.
No, it's good. Like I said, I
insist though, because I can be a bit
Are you gonna yell at me?
No, I'm not gonna yell, but I'll definitely be annoying.
Okay,
but I think annoying is
I can
good.
take annoying. Niece, I got coached by Niece, and Niece yells at me. I just yell back. It's all good.
Okay.
So
I'm not a yeller, to be honest.